Okay, this is the opening riff, or Rational Gaze.
Yeah, I mean, the bends are like something that we started using a lot. Actually, we started using it even earlier than nothing. Yeah. It's been around. that.
It's moving all the time.
Yeah, that's why it's very tricky for us to talk about stuff like this, because I know we've noticed that before, that like, people are like talking as far as guitar point of view. A lot of times it's like, okay, well, I do, and then I use this stuff to make it sound like this, or it's like, it's regular. You're in a territory where the focus is on pretty much the same thing. It's about playing guitar in a regular manner. This is a rhythmic exercise. All right, so this is Electric Red, and this is the, what did you call it? Breakdown part in the middle, it's where we come in.
This happens.
Yeah, exactly. This happens. and so forth. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, and it's, that works out the same way, you know, like it's one of those things that we've always liked but fallen in love with a lot more. It's like, you know, tweaking it a little bit. You use it one part and you set it in a, you know, use it in one perspective, then you add a little bit or tweak it a little bit or subtract a little bit, and then something else happens to it, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like, you know, that's nothing special. It's just the same thing, a simple revolving thing over the 4/4 beat. But then the same thing comes, what you're talking about is when the same thing comes back before the last riff of the song. And what happens is that basically instead of having Thomas play, he goes wild and does whatever drummers do when they feel flashy. And then over that, we use like an overdub for a bunch of guitars. So there's actually one melody going and one going, and it's that comes in. So it's like layered on. So it's not really a chord. It's how two different melodies just fall into the harmony of whatever goes on behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a chord or anything. It's just like a dub. So live, like we said, live we don't do that at all. We just focus on the punch of, you know, like the whole, that thing. Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, because I mean, the crescendo part, I mean, if you looking back upon it, the reason why it's there and it sounds the way it does is because you're building the crescendo to go into the... I mean, like for instance, on the album, it's played, you know, it's one of those things where you can do, we could have probably done it on the album too, but I mean, you know, you feel you're in a controlled situation, you want a riff like that, it's pretty like, you know, it's pretty distinct. So live, we're a lot more, we're playing it better live, but we're playing it sloppier live. You know, I use a lot more notes and it's more, you know, growly than I usually do it because you get that, you know, that kind of, you know, tight but big at the same time. And that's harder to do in the studio setup because it's gonna, if you're set up like a band and you're standing around playing, it might be doable. But when you're actually laying it to someone playing it, it's really hard.